I want to explain what is hortatory exposition text. But before I explain the material, let me introduce myself. So, my full name is Frederich Agur and you can call me Dave. So guys, that's all my introducing myself and I will start to explain the material right now. And happy watching guys! So guys, the first point I want to explain to you is what is definition of hortatory exposition text. Definition: hortatory exposition text is a type of text used to convince or persuade readers or listeners to take a specific action or make a particular decision. This text aims to influence other thoughts and attitudes through strong and logical arguments. Hortatory exposition text can take various forms, such as academic speech, editorials, articles, scientific journals, and advertisements. However, creating a hortatory exposition text requires logical argumentation. Function: the primary function of this text is to convince others of a particular opinion of action. By using relevant facts, data, and information, hortatory exposition provides supporting evidence for the arguments presented. Additionally, this text aims to encourage readers or listeners to take specific action. By offering recommendation or invitation backed by persuasive arguments, hortatory exposition can influence other views and attitudes. However, hortatory exposition text does not force readers to take action. Instead, it invites readers to analyze the presented arguments and evaluate their strengths and weaknesses. This text is also commonly used as a means to promote positive social change. Structure: Structure of hortatory exposition text. The structure of hortatory exposition typically consists of three main parts: introduction or thesis, arguments, and recommendation. Introduction or thesis. In this initial section, you should introduce the topic or issue to be discussed. The introduction aims to capture the reader's or listener's attention and make them interested in continuing to read or listen to the text. This section also presents the author's opinion or stance on the topic being discussed. The statement of opinion becomes the main focus of the text and serves as the foundation for the arguments that will be presented later. Usually, the reason why the topic needs to be discussed is also included in the introduction or thesis section. 2. Arguments. Next, the argument section in hortatory exposition presents arguments that support the author's statement of opinion and explain why a specific action should be taken. These arguments are presented using facts, data, logic, and strong reasoning. Each argument is typically presented in prepared paragraph, with the strongest argument present first. This section also explains why the proposed solution is reasonable or beneficial for many people involved. 3. Recommendation. The final section of hortatory exposition concludes with a recommendation or invitation to the readers. This section encourages readers to take action or change their attitudes in accordance with the statement of opinion presented. The recommendation may include an appeal and emphasize the importance of considering the previously mentioned arguments. The goal is for readers to be influenced and take action in line with the topic and recommended solution. Language feature. Language features of hortatory exposition text. When writing a hortatory exposition text, you must meet the language features that consist of the following components. 1. Using action verbs, e.g. ask, tell, argue, implement, etc. 2. Using thinking verbs, like e.g. reflect, consider, evaluate, analyze, etc. 3. Using modal verbs, like e.g. thoroughly, certainly, definitely, clearly, etc. 4. Using temporal connectivities, like e.g. firstly, secondly, thirdly, and etc. 5. Using evaluative verbs, like e.g. effective, efficient, trustworthy, valuable, and etc. 6. Using simple present tense. 7. Using passive voice. These language features are essential in crafting a persuasive and convincing hortatory exposition text. Conclusion. The conclusion is, hortatory exposition text is a type of text that aims to persuade or convince readers or listeners to take a specific action or make a particular decision. It uses logical arguments, facts, and data to support the author's opinion or stance. The structure of hortatory exposition text typically consists of an introduction, arguments, and recommendation. To write an effective hortatory exposition text, it is essential to use specific language features such as action verbs, thinking verbs, modal verbs, temporal connectivities, evaluative verbs, simple present tense, and passive voice. By mastering these elements, writers can craft a persuasive and convincing text that influence other thoughts and attitudes. Okay guys, that's all. I explained what is hortatory exposition text, and thank you for your attention and see you on my next video guys.